So it's now the morning. It's like 3 o'clock or something. Hopefully I can get this now. I gotta swap out the battery. Be back in a sec. So yeah, it's like 3 o'clock. Um, I was up early-ish. The sun was up again. I think it was more like 8. Yeah, in fact it was after 8 because I remember taking my pill. God. Had a little bit of difficulty getting going. Um, I did eventually. Got something to eat. I didn't really sit down and get back to doing anything um, regarding the computers until after midnight. So it was maybe kind of a wasted day. Not consciously so, it just, sometimes it happens that way. Um, Ended up spending some, yeah, that's what, yeah. So I did some budgeting this afternoon. Um, I seem to have forgotten to fill out the um, rent subsidy part of my tax return, or at least it seems like I did. So I had to address that. Um, see, they're going to send me a lump sum in July unless they fix it before then, or I don't know. Um, but that was a bit this afternoon. Um, did some literal budgeting. Um, and then did get back to the computer stuff. So um, I guess I was initially thinking about the network. Um, I want to keep the wireless off the home network, and there's a way to do that. You usually set up 3 routers, right? So you end up with the internet coming into one router, and then you set up 2 separate routers out of it, so that the wireless is kind of in its own subnet. So I happen to have 4 wireless. Sorry, well, they are wireless, but I only want one of them to be wireless. So I happen to have 4 routers. Um, so I can use 3 of them for that purpose. And that's good. That works out. Um, so I spent a little bit of time thinking about that. And then that had me thinking, what else do I need to do for the phone? Well, I don't need anything for the phone, but one day the phone might become my MP3 player. So I thought, well, what can I do with my MP3 player? I can probably get a little bit a bigger memory chip. And if my MP3 player ever fails, I can take the chip and put it in my phone, right? So that works out well. And they're like $10. So it took me some time to work that out. Um, I did order some RAM, or it's in the list, some RAM for the um, future editing machine. And then I started looking at an external hard drive for it, and I realized that Best Buy changed their price on the internals. So I had to do some research on that. I ended up downgrading. Um, but overall, the difference between where I was last night and tonight is that I downgraded those internal drives. I got some RAM for that, and I got the SD card. So minimal. I thought I'd be more awake and last a little bit longer. Um, I think I'm dealing with, well, I started shivering because of the air, so I cranked the heat, and then it's like, so I'm gonna have to crack the window to get some fresh air in here. It might wake me up, but so right now I'm getting to sleep. I don't want to say it was unproductive so much as that it was slow. Slow getting started, and there might not be a lot to show for it in the end, but there was a lot of thinking done today. Um, and just number crunching and looking at things that, it was baby step towards progress. It turns out, I mean, this is what I'm doing today. Was all about, or that's what I'm doing this week. It's going to be all about building that. I wanted to, one of the things I'm going to need for that machine when I move it over to the other room is I'm going to need to determine, do I want to bring that monitor with me, or do I want to just plug it into the TV? I guess there's kind of pros and cons for either. Um, I should take a look at what cables I have. Well, I should take a look and see if what it looks like from the laptop out to the computer, right? Sorry, from the laptop out to the TV, because the laptop out to the monitor here is actually quite sharp. Um, so that's something I didn't even think of. Should I buy a TV? I don't. I don't think so. I don't think that's meaningful. All I ever watch on it is like news, right? And as I've said repeatedly, I don't need Paul J's forehead in 1080p. And I'm sure Paul J doesn't need us looking at his forehead in 1080p either. So, um, yeah. But I mean, we'll see. Like we'll do a comparison. I may even flip around the other way. Um, that is, if I pull the KVR onto the living room table, I may find myself I may still find myself wanting to take that computer and pulling it into the monitor here. Might be a nicer signal. But like I say, I'll experiment with it, play around with it. But if I decide I want to put that through the TV, then it means I'm going to need the right cable for the VGA out. It means I'm going to need some kind of wireless mouse and keyboard combo. The benefit of that is that it clears off the table, but I don't know if that's worthwhile. And on top of that, I can always like get another table, right? Or in the end, I mean, I may end up just putting that in the computer room instead, right? Might be the way to go, anyways. Or even just sitting in here. So so lots of permutations to work out. Yeah, because I mean, if I that's something else, is I'll need a cable. Does that really? Do I need two cables running until I don't? So maybe putting it in the living room in the first place wasn't the best idea. If I get a desktop, I might as well use that monitor with it, right? Actually, maybe yeah. Probably make more sense to use the KVR in here. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Actually, that's a change. I'll go get my KVR in the morning and get it set up in here. So that if I'm running the desktop, and I'll just push the button, do the editing. And I guess that what it does is it gives it a separate it gives it a separate processor, a separate RAM, right? A separate system. Um, you could even say that I'm taking it out of the virtual machine into its own space, right? Because that's essentially what it's going to be. These talks are productive, but like I say, I'm super sleepy. I don't know. It might be the temperature in here, but I might be. I might be a little bit hungry, but I'm super sleepy, and I'm gonna open the window up. It's a crack. It was cold out, and see if I fall asleep. If I fall asleep, we'll talk tomorrow. If I don't, then we'll continue this day. But it was just spent doing things I need to do around